are back at Santa Elena. If you can remember, back in 2008, we stood in the deposit area, which is over my right shoulder here. This is the Santa Elena main zone and the cliff. And at that time, we had just completed our pre-feasibility study, and we were discussing going into permitting, construction, and production. Now we've completed the permits, and as you can see, we've started construction. We're currently doing pre-stripping. Here it is, May 2010. And the cliff that you see in the background there, as it's coming down, we'll be picking up more and more ore that'll be shipped to the crusher. And if you can recall, we did a taping underground, and there was an adit you can see in the base bound by a trailer here and the equipment. We went in there, and we had pointed out there was a large mineralized zone running approximately 5 grams per ton gold and several ounces of silver. Our objective is to get to this point as quick as possible in our short-term mine plan so that we can see revenues out on the leach pad as soon as possible.
Today we were at the mine site, and we saw the crusher start up. We've seen pretty much everything completed, and it's been a wild and wonderful 4.5 years from start to pretty much finish. We'll be producing gold and silver later this year.
At the head of Santa Elena, you have individuals with not only extensive experience in mining, but it's their approach. They have real dedication, real commitment to not only building a very successful mine, but a mine that is in balance and in harmony with the community and with the environment around them.
In keeping with our commitment to the community, I'd like to present this ambulance to the municipality of Banamichi. Thank you very much.
Gracias, muchas gracias.
Also, what makes it unique is that arguably we could say it's a small project, but the quality of the mine is very strong, and the location is very advantageous, easy access to the mine. And then when you look at the community of Banamichi, you have some great infrastructure, some great people from which to draw upon.
And it was really an invigorating feeling to be part of a company that cares so much about the community that surrounds its mine. It's going to be a wonderful experience coming back here as we move into production and getting to know more of the locals who've been very hospitable. Everyone wants to know what SilverCrest is doing. Everyone is very excited about it. The feeling in the community is very contagious.
As we transition into production, which is a milestone for SilverCrest, we'll be staffing the mine. The employment here will be approximately 90 to 100 people. 50 to 75% of that I'm targeting to be local, which is very attractive. There's well-trained people. We'll be doing training as we're ramping up, going into production. The more local people you can get, it's a cost savings to the mine site and to the company, and it's also excellent for community relations. Okay, let's get started. Thank you for everybody getting here safely today. We did have a little meeting last night in the kickoff, and I want to do the same here this afternoon. This meeting to me is very important because it's a transition from advanced construction going into production. And these are just logical steps that we have to go through in a systematic way in order to get people out of the construction mode and into more of the pattern of production.
From an investor's viewpoint, the Santa Elena mine has many good features. It's in a very nice area, it's accessible, it's close to town, has enormous community support as far as I've seen. The infrastructure is good. And it looks like there's plenty of potential to expand the mine through the Cruz de Mayo property, and recent drillings pointed out some other high-grade zones that seem very attractive.
We're at the Santa Elena crusher. This is a critical milestone that we've just passed today. We've tested the crusher, and this material that you see in front of you here, it's running about, it's a minus 3/8 inch. It'll go out on our leach pad. It's running about 1 gram per ton gold equivalent. Over the next 6 months, you can see values going through the crusher are 3 to 5 grams gold equivalent. It's tremendous potential, has a great cost benefit. We've been very efficient to this point.
So a mine like Santa Elena, which has a very simple, straightforward, understandable metallurgy, is quite a prize. The nicest thing about Santa Elena is that it has no contaminations.
Estimate that we'll be pouring anywhere from 10 to 15 bars of mostly silver with gold. This money will be used for the expansion plan, for mergers and acquisitions, and other projects that we're currently looking at in Mexico and worldwide. Currently, the mine plan is to extract approximately 300,000 ounces of gold and about 12 million ounces of silver in the current reserve. That expansion plan will look at approximately 1 million ounces gold equivalent recovered. That's from the current reserve, the retreatment of the leach pad, underground resources, which are at about 300,000 ounces gold equivalent, and bringing in Cruz de Mayo, which is about 35 kilometers from here, and it's a satellite deposit. Currently at Cruz de Mayo, we have about 15 million ounces of silver with a gold credit in resource.
Yes, I'm really proud. Not so much for myself, but certainly for the people that have put their heart and soul into this project over the last 4.5 years. They were believers from the outset, and you can see how we've progressed and how we went through some really tough times in the financial markets and the general stock market itself to get where we are now. It wasn't easy, but these guys stuck with it, and we did it.
We did it.
Lo hicimos. Lo hicimos.
We did it.
We did it.
Lo hicimos.
We did it.
We did it.